Wireless lavalier mics have really come a long way since Rode first introduced them. I remember buying the original Rode Wireless Go mic. It was so big, clunky, and crazy expensive. Then I switched to the Sony lavalier mic, which honestly was terrible. Sure, it could connect to the hot shoe of my Sony cameras and seamlessly record audio, which I loved, but man, it had some issues with constant hiss noise, micro USB charging, and this bulky transmitter hanging on my shirt. For such an expensive device, I was really disappointed. Now, in today's world, the competition has really heated up. There are so many players, DJI, Hollyland, Rode, and now Maono is jumping into the competitive landscape. And honestly, their Wave T5 has really impressed me. The sound quality is incredible, and the amount of accessories you get, they've thought of every edge case. But here's the crazy thing, it's literally half the price of the big name competitors, half the price, and the results are just as good, if not better. I'm going to prove it to you with real sound samples. So in this video, we'll do a quick unboxing, then jump straight into what you really care about side-by-side sound tests with my other more expensive mics. After that, I'll break down the ergonomics and some really smart design choices they made with this tiny microphone. And stick around because at the end, I'm going to share a crazy productivity tip. I've been using this mic in a way you wouldn't expect, and no, it's not for content creation. It's something that could genuinely boost your productivity. So let's get right into it. So right off the bat, when you open this up and start playing with it, it really feels like a premium product like the AirPods Pro. There's something really satisfying about plopping the small mic into the case and snapping it shut, all held with precision magnets. It keeps everything charged without dealing with cables. Such a great system. The battery lasts forever too. I rarely have to charge the base station. And look at all these accessories. You get stickers to match your shirt color, necklace mounts, extra magnetic clips, a couple of windscreens, and the cases actually feel really premium. Plus, they include all the USB cables and adapters you'll ever need. So you can see the magnet is already embedded. At first, I didn't know that it was already stuck on, but it is. And it does come with 2 extras of these. So each transmitter gets a backup pair because these are pretty small. And regardless if the magnetic clip is attached or not, it will go in the case, no problems with the beautiful magnets. If you're buying this, there are 2 versions, a USB-C only version for Android and newer iPhones, or one that includes a lightning adapter for older iPhones. When connecting to your camera, yes, you do need to use a cable, but it's a small price to pay. The receiver is extremely small and lightweight, charges via USB-C, and can even plug directly into your computer. What I really appreciate is the simplicity, no weird settings to mess with, just 3 volume gain levels that you set once for your specific camera and forget about. The receiver clips onto your camera's cold shoe or can function as a clip-on mount. It's so light, it doesn't add any noticeable bulk to your setup. And of course, you can just drop it in the charging case and it will automatically charge all nice and tidy. Another benefit of getting 2 microphones isn't just for 2-person interviews. You basically have double the battery life. A single transmitter lasts well over 6 hours, and that's a lot of talking. But if you need to go all day, just swap them out instantly. The connection between the transmitter and receiver is immediate when you take it out of the case. Totally seamless. Moving on to the actual microphone, this thing is extremely small. I love how it looks, and it's so lightweight, I literally can't feel it on my shirt. The build quality, amazing for the price point. But here's the killer feature that sets this apart from every other wireless lavalier mic on the market, and trust me, I've searched. It's the physical mute button. Yes, you heard that right, a physical mute button. When you press it, you get a red visual indicator, plus you have that tactile feedback. This mute button has become so convenient for my work. Picture this. I'm in a meeting, I turn off my camera to do some errands around the house, and when someone asks, "Hey Mr. J Syntax, how are those reports coming?" I just unmute with the physical button and respond. With AirPods or other mics, you're stuck muting through Google Meet or Zoom software, which is super annoying, and most devices don't offer any tactile feedback or visual indicator to see if you're muted. This feature alone makes it worth it for anyone doing remote work. Now, obviously content creation is the main use case, but I've discovered something incredible for productivity. I use this with Super Whisper and Voice Inc., which is open source and much cheaper. I'll drop links in the description. Basically, I can talk to my computer and speaking into the mic, having it transcribed and sending it off is so much faster than typing. You can give way more detail, the LLM processes your input better, and it just feels more natural. Honestly, this productivity use has become my #1 use case for this microphone. Let's talk sound quality. You're gonna hear a noticeable difference. It's full, crisp, and easy to hear, even in an untreated room like where I'm filming now. Obviously, the closer you have the mic to your mouth, the clearer it'll sound. You could even do that Gen Z style with the furry mic on top for interviews. Here are the sound tests comparing the T5 Wave with the very expensive Sony wireless lav mic. One thing I want to raise before the sound test starts is that if you raise the volume, and anytime I'm speaking with the Sony mic, you're going to hear a noticeable hiss in the background. This shows how poor the hardware is on the very expensive Sony mic. And right now I'm filming into the Samsung S23 without any lavalier mic. And that gives you a sense of how the sound quality is if you're filming indoors, untreated environment, and there is no close microphone to your mouth, so it's not going to sound as good. Tired of wasting hours cutting out silence, stutters, and mistakes from your YouTube videos? Meet Video Haircut, the free lightning fast way to edit talking head videos with AI. Tired of wasting hours cutting out silence, stutters, and mistakes from your YouTube videos? Meet Video Haircut, the free lightning fast way to edit talking head videos with AI. Unlike those overpriced subscription services, Video Haircut lets you bring your own LLM, so you're not locked into some scummy wrapper with hidden fees. Use Claude, ChatGPT, or whatever model you want. You pay pennies for transcriptions, or it's completely free, or nothing at all, and then you still get pro-level edits. Best of all, you keep editing in the software you already love, like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. Save money, save time, and make your workflow simple. Try Video Haircut today. It's free, it's easy, and it just works. All right, now I have 3 cameras hooked up to this. I have my smartphone plugged with the USB-C receiver. Then I have the 2 transmitters. One should be connected to the Sony, one should be connected to the smartphone, to the Android S23. And then I still have the Sony mic with the ZVE1. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So what you just saw there was the Maono mic being hooked up to both the smartphone and the camera, meaning there are 2 receivers and each transmitter is transmitting to one of the receivers. So you can have dual audio capture, which is absolutely amazing. So I just turned off the receiver on the Sony a6700 camera, and you can see now 2 lights are lit up. That means both receivers are going into this camera. That's awesome. So are there any downsides to Maono's Wave T 5 wireless lav mic? Honestly, not really. The only issue I ran into was when I plugged it into the S23, the sound came through a bit too loud. That's likely something I could have adjusted in the companion app. Unfortunately, I didn't have time in this review to dive into the Android software, but it does let you tweak settings like volume gain, which would have solved my situation, and also turn on AI noise reduction. In fact, one of the dedicated buttons on the mic is an AI toggle for noise cancellation, which can be a lifesaver in noisy environments like conferences or outdoor shoots. For me, since I mostly record indoors, I didn't really need that feature. So, how do I wrap this up? The value here is insane. The sound quality matches mics twice the price. The build quality is excellent. USB-C everywhere, that genius charging case, the compact size, it all adds up to a no-brainer purchase. This is perfect for anyone who wants a flexible, high-quality microphone for content creation across multiple platforms, plus the added bonus of that physical mute button for conferences and the ability to use it for AI voice input productivity. Honestly, this is a steal and a very unique product in the lavalier mic market. I highly recommend checking it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.